All right, y'all, welcome and God bless everybody in Jesus' name on this beautiful, slightly overcast Friday morning. Special shout out to Memory Man. Thank you for being here, brother. Shout out to the Jersey Cannabis Network and the Lumpy with his strawberries in the garden, drinking some water. Awesome, awesome. Shout out to Corey Joe with his Wyckoff theories. Guys, as usual, if we can get this video up to 500 likes, I will be doing a Bitcoin giveaway at the end of this video, 0.025 BTC. And here's the thing, at this rate, Bitcoin is pumping right now, right? We might have a $10 million Bitcoin by the time this stream is over. So stay tuned, we'll be live in a minute. Shout out to John Heyman in the chat. Good to see you here, brother. All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful day to do some Bitcoin technical analysis, some Ethereum technical analysis. I just want to go over what I'm looking at on the chart here, what I am thinking, and really, before I get into it, I think it's important to understand that a weekend is soon upon us. It is a Friday, and on Friday, this is the beginning of the weekend where usually we have low volume, and honestly, we tend to get dumps on the weekend. So we need to keep that in the cosmic microwave background of our brains as we are analyzing the charts here. And let's just quickly take a look at Bitcoin. I'm going to go ahead and turn off Market Cipher A right here. And, you know, a lot of people are getting some mixed signals as far as Market Cipher, right? We got some people saying it looks super bullish, some people saying it looks super bearish. We come to the 2-day and we're printing a red dot right here. We come to the 1-day and it looks like we're about to continue on down, right? Continue on down a little bit. Come to the 4-hour and things look kind of bullish, right? Things look kind of bullish. We printed this green dot down here. On the 4-hour, money flow looks like it's getting thicker. The VWAP is just starting to raise its head up. Maybe we can come up a little bit higher. We come down to the 2-hour and the 3-hour though, and it actually looks like money flow is about to cross over to the underside a little bit. And really, if we come to the 1-hour, or even on the 4-hour, right? Even on the 4-hour, you know, we did have this, we have this low wave right here that's lower than this previous wave, right? So what could very well happen here is we just curve up and print an even lower wave. That could very well happen, which would then start to give us this downward direction. So in times where Market Cipher is unclear like this, we need to really look at our levels and only enter trades when everything is telling us to enter a trade. Now, I'm currently waiting for price for Bitcoin to come to certain levels. Same with Ethereum. I'm waiting for the price of Ethereum to come to certain levels before I'm entering along. And the truth is, for me, I'm in a very advantageous situation because I happen to be long on Bitcoin from here and short on Bitcoin from here. Both of those trades are locked in profit. So really, you know, I can be a little more lackadaisical. If the price decides to pump from here forever, well, awesome, because I will get stopped out of this trade in profit and just continue to make money on the way up. If the price dumps from this point all the way back down to our lower levels, well, that's fine. I'll get stopped out of this trade somewhere in here in profit, and I'll continue to short all the way down. So But what if we're not in a trade? That's what I want to look at and see, okay, what should we be expecting price to do for Bitcoin and for Ethereum? So we were forming this triangle here, and you can see that we broke out of it and have continued to make higher highs after the breakout. And it's also important to know that we have this daily level of support and resistance that we have really been unable to, due to, right, we've been consolidating really, we've been trading within, if we draw a line here, we've been trading within this range, and we can even pull out a fixed range indicator right here to get a little bit more ever since we lost that level. You know, we're trading within this range. We have our value area low, value area high. We have the daily level, which is really kind of acting as the center point right there. And we haven't really been able to make any headway up or down, right? We've been trading in here, and there have been a few good scalps to take. So right now, if I were going to take this this breakout seriously, I would want to see us come above this high right here. If we come up and we reject off of here, then I think we're probably going to come back down and lose the daily and come back down to lower levels. I'm personally not entering along right here. I would really want to see us come above, you know, really 34K. I want to see us come above 34K before I get overly bullish, especially since we're looking toward a weekend. We're pretty much in the same place that we were yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw the video I did yesterday where I was waiting for the price of Bitcoin to come down to, let's see, where did I had some fibs. No, that's not the fib pull I had. You know what? It's probably still on my chart. I have so many fibs on my chart. I need to clean up the chart. And hang on, guys. Hang on one second. I need to clean up this chart so that I can have some accurate levels on here, and I'm not flopping and groping. Right? I don't want to be flopping and groping. Yeah, this is actually, this is kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for Bitcoin to come back down into this golden pocket right here. Let me turn this off. Of course, this is not the only situation that I'm hoping for. But what I would really like to see before I would feel comfortable longing is I would like to see one last dump. I would like to see Bitcoin come back down into this golden pocket and get some kind of a bounce out of here, probably something like that. Because what that would do is that would allow us to have a really nice, a super nice bullish divergence on the 1 hour, where price came down like this and our momentum continues to go up like this, and we would have money flow coming up as well as VWAP forming higher highs as the price is dropping down into this golden pocket. And I've been very patient, very patient. Every time we get a little pump, you know, I'm not longing these little pumps. It's just me. I would like to see lower levels here, but one of the first places that I'm really looking for price to come is somewhere between, you know, 32.6 and I guess really 32.3. So for me, if that happens to us today, that's where I would really be looking to enter a long position. And like I said, I don't trust this right now. I don't trust this. I would want to see us come above this wick right here, because what very well may happen is we continue up a little bit and then we get a hard rejection from there. And if we get a hard rejection, I do think that would throw us back down even lower. And you know, the reason I think that could happen is because if we look at the 2 hour, we see money flow is curving down, right? Money flow is really starting to curve down on the 2 hour. And I feel like we can come down a little bit lower. I feel like we can come down a little bit lower. But if you're long here, hey, it's actually a great scalp. It's a great scalp. On the shorter term time frames, let's take a look at here. You know, it is interesting to see we have been putting in the bearish divergence here on the 3-minute. As we're making higher highs right here, we keep getting wicked down. And look at this divergence here. Actually, now that I'm taking a look, we have money flow staying about the same, VWAP staying about the same, but we have the momentum wave starting to come down here. This is the 3-minute. We take a look at the 6-minute. You know, we can see the momentum wave starting to come down here as well. I would honestly be very surprised if we didn't come down after, you know, maybe testing this high right here and then coming down. That's where my brain is at right now, guys. That's where my brain is at, and I'm being extremely selective about the trades that I'm taking because I only want to enter super clear signals, like the Ethereum short that we got the other day. This was such a clear signal. I mean, on the 2-hour, you know, you have the bearish divergence. It couldn't be more clear than that. Let me pop into the chat real quick. Thank you guys for being here. By the way, CryptoFace hooked it up with a 10% Market Cipher discount. So if for some reason you don't have Market Cipher and you're trying to get it, you can click this link, use the code "the chickens are thirsty" to get 10% off. Hector Rodriguez sees a blood diamond in the 1 day. Yeah, the blood diamond on the 1 day. That's something interesting, right? That is something interesting. Let's take a look. I know, depending on whether or not you have Heiken Ashi, but yeah, okay. So on regular candles, we had the blood diamond on the daily yesterday, and it did confirm. So this is something that's interesting because the last time we had a blood diamond, we had a small move down and then a pump. Let's take a look at the last time we had a blood diamond on the daily. It was a long time ago, but it was right before the Corona dump. I'm sorry, no, this is not the Corona dump. This is September 2020. So we got the blood diamond. The next day was extremely bearish, and then from that point we just continued to come up from there. Again, here we got the blood diamond. We came down quite a bit, and we actually stayed down for quite a bit. In fact, that blood diamond on the daily took us down about 10%, and we stayed there. And then eventually we did get a move to the upside. So actually, you know, this blood diamond, when they happen on the daily, it's not always the most bearish thing in the world, right? We had one right here. We came down about 4%, but then we pumped up about 30%. So who knows what this is going to come of this blood diamond here. You know, we have already dropped since this thing printed. You know, we've already dropped about 7%, and now it looks like we're starting to come back up. So who knows? There's a few possible scenarios. You know, here's the most important levels as far as whether or not price will continue up in my mind. So first of all, I think it's very important that we're able to come above this resistance right here. Whoa. This resistance right here, if we look at our chart, we can see this line right here about 33.8K. We just see such a clear level here that's been respected many times in the past. And so if this really is our lower low, if this really is our higher low, I guess you could say, because we had our low of the dump, then we had our higher low. If this is our higher low, it's important to me that we come up above this level, and then we could put in a higher high. So I'm really waiting to see us come above this line before I get overly bullish. And as far as becoming bearish, I mean, if we lose this golden pocket right here, the next levels that I'm looking for are down. Like I don't think, if we come below this low and we put in a lower low, especially over the weekend, then I think we're going to be coming down to like 27, 26, right around here. Because if we just look at this thing on the weekly time frame, if we look at all of Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, and that's why this is so important, because you know, it is a weekend. It really is a weekend. And here, let me turn off this horizontal line, and let me turn off this fib. We have been every week, right? We have been unable to close the candle below the 0.5 fib level from the March 2020 dump to the all-time high. if this candle is now going to close below this 0.5 fib level, the next fib level, and remember, this has been acting as our support. This 0.5 fib level, right around 34.3, 34.4K, this has been acting as our support ever since May when we had this catastrophic dump. This has been acting as our support. And so if we roll over here like this, the next area where I'd really be looking for price to come is down around 26K. There is a place right here, this white line, if we take a look. Back in January, we did have a flash crash down here, and we wicked right down to this level. So there is another little area of support if we come down here to potentially get a bounce from there. Just like how we got the bounce down here at this purple wick, we got the bounce because we came down and we came down to this low wick right here, and we got a bounce right from there. So the next place we could be looking for a bounce would be if we came down to this white line, this wick right here on the weekly. But you know, I could see us coming down to some lower levels, deep into the 20s, if this candle doesn't close. And because, you know, we're coming up to a weekend, we'll have to see what happens. Last week, this candle was struggling to get back up above, and then finally at the last minute we closed above. We got the pump. Let us see what happens. Let us see what happens. Yeah, let me. Just the 12-minute right here. I'm kind of chilling out today, guys. I don't really plan to be trading too much unless I see a really good setup, and I don't trade on Saturday, so I'm kind of just I'm a speculator now from the sidelines. Just taking a look to see what is going to happen. Let me come into the chat again. Thank you guys for liking the video. I did not see Memory Man, Michael Saylor talk trash traders on Benjamin's channel. Didn't see that. So the Lumpy wants to know, what do I think about the bullish divergence on the daily? You know, I'm at a point right now. Shout out to Spartan Wrestler 119. Thanks for being here, bro. Oh, so there's a spammer in here. Crypto Timo is a spammer. I have a completely neutral sentiment right now on the market. Completely neutral. You know, I see on the daily the momentum is coming up. I'd like to say that I'm leaning bullish, but I'm completely neutral, and I have my levels marked out below and above where we're currently at, and I have my trades planned out. So regardless of what happens, I have a very good plan in place for if we pump or if we dump. And instead of wondering which it's going to be, I think until we break out of here, no, I can't wait until Sunday when I redo my charts and clean them up. By the end of the week, my charts are so sloppy. I clean them up once a week. Until we break out of this range that we've been trading in since May 19th, you know, there's really no reason for me to get overly bullish or overly bearish, because how many times have people switched bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish while we've been trading in here? And really, we're just trading sideways. We're still currently in an uptrend. So if we put in a higher low, and let's say that this really is, you know, we could really come down all the way still into this box of support and put in a higher low and still maintain the uptrend, this uptrend. And ideally, I would really like to come up here. I would love to come to the 42, 43K region, because then I could have my short open from here, which would be, you know, a 50% move, which would be quite nice, right? But this weekend is really a decision point. This weekend is a decision point because we are kind of in the middle of here right now. If we lose if we lose this low, then I think we're coming down to a new low, which would then have us in an even more local downtrend, right? Because we have our high, our lower low, our lower high, put in a lower low, we put in a lower high, continue on downwards. So I'm completely neutral right now. I like to think Bitcoin will pump because I like Bitcoin. I like when Bitcoin pumps, but as a trader, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I definitely do see, though, this what seems to be, we did have somewhat of a bullish divergence in here. If we dump down to like this $27.7 thousand level and get a bounce from there, and we do something like this on the daily where we get a green dot up here, that would really give us a nice bullish divergence on the daily, which I would love to trade. I would totally look to trade that if that happened. But right now, like on the 1 hour, it would be nice to see. It really would be nice to see, and this is what I'm really looking for. I'm looking for us to get one last dump down here into this golden pocket right here, where we could get some kind of nice, where price is coming down, momentum's coming up, a super nice divergence on the 1 hour. That to me would be a really good entry. And I'm only going to take the trade if I see all the signals on the higher time frames and the lower time frames. I'm not gonna do it unless I'm getting all my confirmations here. So let's talk about Ethereum a little bit, guys. By the way, if you want to learn technical analysis and you don't know it and you want to learn it step-by-step way, check out jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident and profitable trader. And I just updated this course with 4 new sessions. A nice scalping with Market Cipher session. Pretty nice session, I have to say. It's just a new thing I've been looking at, and I think it'll offer a lot of insight. And anyway, if you already got the course, you have access to this new content. It's in there. I have a new patterns session. Goes over how to trade pattern breakouts using Market Cipher, but also how to trade patterns while they're forming, which I think is important, using Fibonacci and volume and patterns all together to find good trades while a pattern is actually forming. That way you don't have to wait for the breakout. And of course, we go through everything: technical analysis, time frame, support and resistance, trend lines, moving averages, Fibonacci, volume, Market Cipher, teaching you how to create a strategy. There's currently a 25% discount. I'm going to drop it in the description. The reason there's a 25% discount is to celebrate the fact that we have new content. So check it out. Let's see. Shout out to Big Moisture, who says the course is a must. Shout out to Matt, who's constantly whipping out his fib now. Yeah, it'll make you do that. Shout out to FMX, who just started the course this week. Jason, did you used to trade the Forex? Yes, I did used to trade Forex. Shout out to Bojan. Well, I have tutorials on how to read exo charts. Yeah, in the future, perhaps. In the future, perhaps. Shout out to Christian. Thanks for being here. From the southeast part of America. Why not Tony? What's going on? Thanks for being here. Anthony Tron. Yeah, my thoughts on Ethereum. Okay, so Oliver wants to know, how do you not whip out your fib in public? You need to get a Fibonacci cloaking device. You can get them on Amazon. They're not too expensive. The only problem is they're kind of out of stock everywhere because of the whole supply chain thing. Thank you, likes of us. Thanks for being here. Yeah, let's take a look at Ethereum. Let's take a look at Ethereum real quick. So Ethereum, basically, ever since we lost this daily level right here on Ethereum, I've been keeping track of the volume that we've been trading since we lost this daily. Because as you can see, this daily is an important level. right? We come back in history and we can see we wick down twice. It's our support twice right here, support again. And then once we fall below it, it's resistance once, resistance twice, resistance 3 times. And this is the short that we took, or at least I took, and I posted it in the Discord the other day. And let me see, yeah, it was a pretty nice Ethereum short right here. Posted this short because we were coming up not only to the daily, but we were coming up to a 618. We got that rejection. We had the massive divergences forming on the 1 hour. And that trade, I'm still in it. I'm still in that trade. It's a nice trade. It was up 113% yesterday. Haven't really checked it today. Have not checked it today. But this is in the VIP Discord. You can see that Discord by becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/Jason Casper. It's no longer... There used to be a course discount back when the course only had 50 people when we were going through it live, but now I've had to separate the two for various reasons. And so if you want access to that Discord, you can become a Patreon. So right now, we are currently getting a rejection off of this point of control. And we can see this point of control is a very important level of support and resistance. It was resistance here, it was support here, it was resistance here. It's resistance here right now. And let's just take a look, because we're at a level and we are rejecting. I'm curious to see, let me mark this as our POC, our hockey POC. All right, our hockey POC right there. And also, look guys, the daily level is the value area high, and the weekly level down here is the value area low. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off this range. And let's just take a look at this here, because I think with Ethereum, at least in the near future, these 3 levels are the most important, because we do have a golden pocket right down here, right at the weekly level. And then up here we have our value area high and a daily level, and then right here we have this point of control. So the 4-hour time frame, let's start in the 4-hour. Are we bullish or are we bearish? Well, the reality is the 4-hour obviously is giving us a green dot right now. So that's, in the short term, definitely bullish. Is definitely bullish. We can also see that the VWAP on the 4-hour has been coming up as the price has been coming down. We can also see that the money flow it's come up like just a couple pixels as the price has been coming down. So overall, the 4 hours looking pretty bullish. The only thing that's bearish about it is, so far, we've had this downward direction, but we do have our money flow crossing over. So the 4-hour, I'd say, is neutral. Let's go to the 2-hour. The 2-hour, you know, even though we have the green dot here and the money flow looking like it's curving up, we also have to recognize the fact that money flow peaked right here and is now coming down as the momentum waves are also starting to come down like this. So unless we can print a momentum wave above this trend line right here, unless we can print a momentum wave above this trend line, come up and print a momentum wave above this trend line, and, you know, keep going, then the momentum will still be coming down. So if we just stick on this trend line, we could really see us reject off of here and come lower. The 1 hour, things are starting to look a little flaccid, right? Is that a term I can use for a VWAP? I don't know. Is that even appropriate? I don't know. But here's the truth. The truth is, if this wave comes up and rejects here and this VWAP continues down like this, then I do think we're going to continue lower. So overall, I'd say that the higher time frames, the 4-hour, the 2-hour, and the 1 hour, are potentially showing us neutral or slightly bearish direction here. Now let's take a look at the lower time frames, the 24-minute, to see if we can see anything significant. The 24-minute, this looks bullish. We've got our money flow crossing over. We have a much higher momentum wave, a very clear direction upward. The 12-minute, again, looks pretty dang bullish, I'd have to say. Actually, yeah, we actually have momentum getting higher as prices come lower here on the 12-minute. Let's come to the 6-minute. Yeah, also looking pretty bullish, I would say. Yeah, so as far as Ethereum goes, although we do have a slight bearish divergence on the 3-minute here, these are the three areas I'm really keeping my eye on. Like if we come back up here, I definitely look for a rejection. But if we come down here to this golden pocket and weekly, I would be looking for a bounce. And this is coming in right around 1944, anywhere between 1938 and 1903. I'd definitely be looking for a bounce off that golden pocket right there. And I think it makes a lot of sense because, you know, just looking at a market structure, you know, we see we rejected off of our key level. We came down, and now it looks like we fell through the point of control. It looks like we're back testing it to come down here. This would be honestly, this would be my plan. Of course, I'm not going to trade on the weekend, but it would be really nice to see Ethereum come down to this area for a nice long position. And, you know, it would happen in tandem with Bitcoin coming down to the golden pocket right down here for a bounce. Same deal with Ethereum for a bounce. And the reason I'm not looking for a short on Ethereum right now is because, you know, I'm already short. That's why I'm not looking for shorts for Bitcoin or Ethereum. If we're going to come down more, so be it. That's fine with me. I'm already short. But because we're coming down, I am looking for long trades. But I'm only going to take them from the best possible levels, only if I'm getting all my signals from Market Cipher. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. This would look bearish, except you know, Market Cipher doesn't really. It's not giving us the bearish signals. Yeah, so just a quick update, guys. Appreciate you for being here. Let's get it. We almost have 500 people in here. If we can get 500 likes, I do want to give away 0.025 Bitcoin. How much is 0.025 Bitcoin even worth? Let's see. BTC to USD. How much is that worth? 0.025 Bitcoin. That's 800 bucks. I'm about to give away 800 bucks. If we can just get this video up to 500 likes, we have 500 people watching. If everybody likes this video right now, I'm going to give away $800 of Bitcoin. That's pretty legit. Can you imagine what you could buy with 800 bucks? I'll tell you what I would buy. First of all, I would go to Longhorn Steakhouse, and I would get a 9-ounce filet mignon times 2. I'd get 2 of those. 2 9-ounce filet mignons, and I'd get 3 baked potatoes, and I'd get broccoli. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Yeah. Oh man, why not Tony? His mama don't like me, so she won't come and like the video. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, Lit Dog. Yeah, let's go get some of that filet mignon. Let's get some filet mignon with some Worcestershire sauce, right? You guys know what I'm saying? David, he wants some steak now too. Yeah, I love to steak ADA. Steak ADA. Boom. Shout out to Greg Shaw. Thanks for being here, brother. May the Lord bless you. Yeah, so this guy would pay rent with that. So yeah, let me pay your rent, bro. Like the video. Let me pay the rent. Like the video. Yeah, FOMO into the Jason Casper like button. And Leviu S. Barta wants asparagus so he can pee stinky. Yeah, you know. Yeah, peppercorn sauce. That'd be really good. Thanks, CJ, for liking it. Buying chickens. This guy would donate to church. That's very noble of you. That's very noble of you. Bam would pay bills and take his girl out. Yeah, take your girl out, bro. If you have $800 just chilling, you know, you could really, you could have a good time. You could have a good time. Okay, so we're coming back up here. This is the 12-minute. This is Ethereum. We're coming back up here. Let's see what happens from this point onward with Ethereum. You know, we could. Oh wow. You know, I mean, this actually on the 3-minute looks a little bit bearish. I'll tell you, but you know what would be really cool is if we either came up and put in a higher high and just got a wave like this to short that, or put in just a lower high and got a lower wave right here. In which case, yeah, I would say there's a good chance we could reject. But like I said, The signals are a bit difficult to read today. A bit difficult to read today. Yeah, a bit difficult to read. So I'm only taking the most probable trade setups today. I appreciate everybody who liked. Shout out to AK who says go vegan. You know, I tried to go vegan. I was vegan for about 6 months. And I'll tell you what, my body did not like that. At first I felt great for maybe like the first month and a half. I felt awesome. More energy, needed less sleep, was in a better mood. And then all of a sudden I started to get pains and aches everywhere. I couldn't recover from my workouts, and my joints and my lower back started to really hurt me. And it got really bad to the point where like I couldn't sleep. My lower back hurt so bad, and I didn't think it was from the diet at all. It wasn't until I went on vacation with my family and I started eating all this filet mignon that it all got better, and I realized, you know what, I don't do well on a vegan diet. And honestly, I like vegans, but it's not very practical to be a vegan. If you want to get all your vitamins and nutrients, you have to have some animal products, unless you go out of your way to over-process crap. Like, just saying. You have to really, I mean, unless you have a Whole Foods across the street giving you all your supplements and your fake vegan stuff, like tofu and seitan, you're not really going to get what you need unless you're extremely diligent. Just saying. Anyway, this isn't a diet channel. Yeah, sorry, why not, Tony? You're right. I shouldn't say that, right? Because we should all go vegan now that our good friends are never mind. You know what we need? This whole conversation needs a great reset. This whole conversation needs a great reset. Billion Crypto wants to know, is the free Discord still available? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a link in the description. Shout out to Super Googly. No, man, I cannot do that. Can you? I cannot tell if an orange is sweet or sour or sweet just by looking at it. I cannot. If you can, let me know how. Shout out to AK who cooks everything. That's the only way to make it practical. Hey, don't get me wrong, AK. I love me some vegetables, man. I got some kale growing outside right now. It's the juiciest, most awesome thing. I love it. I cook it. I eat it raw. Put it in smoothies. Love me some fruits and vegetables, I'll tell you that. So, Beret Cook wants to know, why is this weekend so important for crypto? Yeah, I guess people don't want the free money. That's interesting, It's interesting. But, yeah, so here's the thing. The reason why this weekend is so important for crypto is because if Bitcoin is unable to, if we dump lower and everyone's super bearish, and if we're not able to hold these supports and we come down here, then we're probably going to come down even lower and even lower. But if we're able to come above this resistance right here, then I think it's possible that we can put in a higher high. And because it's a weekend, and we tend to dump on weekends like we did last weekend where we dumped down here, if we dump again and we come below that level, then that's a break in market structure, and that would actually put us into a downtrend. That would put us into a downtrend where we have our high, and we have our low, and then we would have our lower high, and then we would have our lower low. So it's very important that Bitcoin holds within this range that we've been trading in since May 19th, because if we don't, then the price is absolutely going to come lower. It's just, well, very likely. I shouldn't say absolutely, but very likely to come lower. And so, I'm looking at lower levels to potentially catch a bounce. Even now, I don't trust this bounce right here unless we come above the high at 34K. I would like to see us come a little bit lower to potentially get a bounce off of this golden pocket right here. at around 32.5 to 32.3, around there. But yeah, yep. And who knows, guys? You know, we might just pump up from here, which I'm totally cool with. I am. Yeah. Benny A. Yeah, I'll redo the Bybit video. I will. Daniel Cordero is a weed grower. Lion Yosef says, if I join the VIP Discord, I'll make better trades. Ethereum. Shout out to Brandon Anderson. Yeah, Ethereum. Well, I do post TA in the VIP Discord every day. I post TA, I post potential trade setups, and a lot of times those trades, they do pretty well. Sometimes they don't. But a lot of times the swing trades I post, they do pretty well. Yeah, Alfredo Corona, what happened to that guy? There's a lot of people, you know, there's a high turnover rate in this trading world here. Oh, Crypto Yacht, are they really blocking deposits and withdrawals from Binance in some countries? Hey, everyone go check out Crypto Yacht. Let's check out Crypto Yacht's channel on YouTube. Let's see, make sure to subscribe to Crypto Yacht. Where is he? Right here, Crypto Yacht. Crypto Yacht. Yeah, subscribe to him, guys. He's a good trader. Look, a risky trade that he took. He took a risky trade. He made $1,000 profit. He made $100,000 in one day scalping Ethereum. Okay, he's a smaller channel. You know, I have a good history of helping smaller channels. I remember I helped this channel out. These guys when they had like 60 subscribers, helping out these guys. Good guys, good guys. But then they turned against me, right? They turned against me. They got a Bitcoin Brad, you know, Jason Casper with his Market Cipher. Doesn't know a dang thing, you know. So I'm hoping the Crypto Yacht doesn't end up with an Ethereum Ethan who turns against me. You know, that'd be bad. But check out Crypto Yacht, and also, you know, honestly, guys, check out the Trade Vets too. They're a good channel. If you're into TPO, they're live right now. If you're into TPO and you want to know more about it, check them out. Okay, they get a little trash talking. I'm not gonna lie, they trash talk Crypto Face. They trash talk some folk who have a different style of trading. That's their thing. They like to trash talk, but hey, they still offer some good info. Crypto Yacht, check them out. Let's see here. Let's come back into the chat. Luke Brogg says kale is bad for you. Are you a carnivore, Luke? Because I know carnivores go down that road of like kale is bad with like the anti-nutrients and all the phytoestrogens, and I don't know. I'll tell you what. You know what I think is a good diet? I think a good diet is a diet you could eat without going to the store. That's a healthy diet. Eating food that you could eat without going to the dang store. If you're growing it yourself, if you're raising it yourself, you're better off than 99% of people eating all this you know what. And if it's not natural to you and your climate and your environment, it's probably not good for you either, because your body's used to a certain area and probably would work best on the foods grown in that area that are seasonal. I shouldn't go down this path, guys. Shouldn't go down it. Should not go down it. Shout out to Lucas Mark who bought mine and now he's rich. Sure. AK, whole food plant-based is better than vegan. Yeah, that's for sure, AK. That is for sure. I know a lot of vegans who eat processed food, wrapper-based veganism. But yeah, whole food plant-based, that's definitely the way to go. Do I think it's good to long Bitcoin right now? Yeah, you know, I don't know. No, I would not long Bitcoin right now. There's no reason for me to long Bitcoin right now. If you're going to long Bitcoin, I would wait. This is me, right? This is not financial advice. I do not give financial advice. This is an entertainment-only channel where we talk about Bitcoin, we talk about George W. Bush, how conservative we are, how much we love America, And what else do we talk about down here? This is just entertainment, right? But if I were looking for a long, I would want to wait to see some lower levels. And until we come above this high of 33,938, I don't trust this pump right now. I think it's very possible that we could just get a whoops. And when we get that whoops, I would like us to whoops all the way down to this area. And that whoops would probably also give us some kind of bullish divergence, which then I think could set us up for a nice long position. I personally would not long right now. That's just me, guys. I want to see lower. I've been waiting for lower. I was waiting for the daily level, but when we came to the daily level, we didn't really get any nice reaction off of it. Right? A few days ago, I was waiting for us to come down to the daily for a potential long. You know, we could have gotten a little bounce. But we didn't get the reaction I was really waiting for and hoping for. Yeah. Shout out to Billion Crypto. Thank you for being here, bro. Shout out to Luke Brogg, who eats plants and meat from the Plant Paradox book. Lucas Mark asks, am I currently looking for an oopsie daisy to short? I am. Yes, I am, Lucas. I am looking for a whoopsie daisy to short. Do I think the bull run's over? Well, honestly, the bull run is not happening right now. Are we in a bull run for Bitcoin? I would say no. I would say we're absolutely not in a bull run for Bitcoin. I mean, does this look like a bull run? Does this chart look like a bull run? Because I don't think it does. Does this chart look like a bull run? This chart looks a little bit like a bull run, but I mean, you know, this is a we've been consolidating down here for quite some time, so I don't know if we're still in the bull run or not. I don't know. That's why I have my levels marked out, and you know, if we go up, if we go down, I already know what I'm gonna do. Already know it. Indeed. Okay, so Harry Prasad Hari wants to know, who teached me all this crypto stuff? Well, I'll tell you, man. And shout out to AZ Technology, who bought the course. Who taught me this stuff? Well, I've been studying technical analysis for a very long time. I've been into crypto for a very long time. So many people have taught me these things over the years. I've taken many trading courses. I've been analyzing charts for a very long time. So it's just, you learn over time. Marshall Board says the bull run is about to begin. That would be awesome. Do I ever trade Bitcoin USD perpetual? Yeah, you mean USDT perpetual? I only trade the coin margin pairs right now. That's all I trade, coin margin pairs, long and short. Stacking the crypto. James McCullen, that would be nice if we're in a bear trend inside a macro bull market. That would be cool. I don't really, you know what? I'm not a large term, big picture kind of guy. You know, if you want large term, big picture, TA, you know, check out like Ivan on Tech. You know, he'll be like, yeah, according to the monthly chart, looks like we're doing pretty, I don't know. But I'm looking at the smaller term time frames, right? I don't know. I'm really a smaller term time frame kind of guy. A4D Woody, more diet conversation. Spiritual Warrior says it's called a pullback, maybe before another rally. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Benny A, what subsection are my new course videos? They're in Here, let's see. I'll show you. So I've got a new common trading pattern video in here. This is a new video. I just did it. A lot of good info in there. And then I have 3 new Market Cipher videos. 1, 2, 3 right here. I turned Market Cipher 103 into a 3-part thing where we go over, like, there's a whole scalping video in here. And there's a swing trading video in here. And it's stuff that I talk about on my public channel, but it goes into much more detail. And then this is also a new video where I really break down, you know, looking at the money flow and the momentum waves and the VWAP all together, like how we're going to find those perfect setups. And again, guys, there is a discount in honor of the new content, a 25% off discount. Let me drop it in the chat real quick. Shout out to CryptoFace. By the way, guys, there's also a 10% Market Cipher discount if you use the code "the chickens are thirsty." The chickens are thirsty. So, CryptoFace says, "You mean on-chain data saying buy and hold? 'Cause we'll go up someday, 'cause I'm too afraid to guess what the F is going on now." These YouTubers are out there, I tell ya. Long-term hodler tubers. Yeah, there's a lot of long-term hodler tubers. You know, I'm a shorter-term tuber. I'm a short-term trader tuber, but you know, I'm also a long-term hodler. I hodl some Bitcoin. I hodl some Bitcoins. Been hodling since 2K16, but yeah, as far as whether or not we're in a bull market or a bear market, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me either, because I'm looking at the smaller term, and I've got my plan for if we pump, and I've got my plan for if we dump. I've already got the trades that I'm looking for, and if I get the setups, I'm taking them, whether we pump or if we dump. Right now, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy to be long from here and short from here, right? Both of these trades, guaranteed winners. I don't have to worry about it. If we pump, if we dump over the weekend, it doesn't matter to me. But you know, I would like to see us get one. If I am going to long in the near future, I want to see it come from here, from this general zone. I want to see us come down into this golden pocket, a little bit below these lows right here, and get a bounce. That would give us a nice setup. If we get a reaction, we'll have a bullish divergence on the 1 hour. We might even have a bullish divergence on the maybe the 2 hour. And if the lower time frames are showing us divergences too, that we get a nice. Who knows how much of a move it could be, but it could still be a nice a little long. Yeah, of course I still have a hodl bag. I have a hodl bag, and I will never stop hodling my hodl bag. Never. That's not true. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably never stop hodling it unless I really need money, and like if I don't pay my property taxes, I'll get my house taken away. Then I'd probably sell it, but Lord willing, I'm not in that situation. I don't want to be in it. I don't think anyone would. Yeah, unless I need to feed the chickens. Interesting. A4D Woody says shorts are at the lowest levels going into this weekend. Yeah, maybe we will pump this weekend. Maybe we will. I don't know. I do not. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to cut the stream though. It's going to be just a short chill stream today. Got some things to do. Got some family coming over. But yeah, may the Lord bless all of you. In the name of Jesus. Common Sense Philosophy says there's high volume on the most recent candles. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if we get a pump. But yeah, hope you guys are blessed, and I will see you all, Lord willing, on Sunday. On Sunday. Peace, everybody, and may God bless you.